Here we have a 2CV's engine ready to be rebuilt, and we have a big bore kit for it. Now, a big bore could be Tim Shaw on a night out, but in this particular case, it's actually a larger sized barrel. So this is where the piston operates up and down in there, and you can see the piston sitting in the bottom there. So what we're going to do is fit these to the engine, which is going to give us an extra 50 cubic centimetres of volume for this engine. So that's greater volume, potentially greater power. So I have here, in this little wrapper, what is known as a gudgeon pin. Now the gudgeon pin attaches the piston to the connecting rod. Here are the connecting rods here in the engine. The gudgeon pin actually slips through here like so. So that's what allows the piston to move up and down the bores, transferring its linear or up and down or sideways, in this case, movement into a rotational movement on the crankshaft, a little bit like pedaling a bicycle. You've got linear motion, your little legs going up and down like that on the pedals, and then the pedals turn the crank, which is the rotational movement. So here we have the connecting rods moving in a linear motion, and the crankshaft is moving in a circular motion. So first we will remove the piston from the bore. There we are. So there's our piston. The gudgeon pin fits through that hole like that and attaches the piston onto the connecting rod. Lubrication is absolute key to this job. So we have our top compression ring here, then we have our second compression ring, which is the second ring just here on the piston, and then we have an oil scraper or a sealer ring at the bottom. Now the idea with these rings is to make sure that they're not all on the same plane, because if we had our piston rings all on the same plane with the splits all lined up, then when they were sealed within the piston, there'd still be a little way for gases to track between the rings and therefore down into the crankcase, and also to allow oil up to the top, and we wouldn't get great compression. So we need to make sure that they are well away from each other. So in goes our piston. That just sits there like so. I'll get my gudgeon pin, plenty of lubricant. Then that goes into the piston like so. There we go, in we go. Then we have two circlips. One goes on each side of the gudgeon pin to retain the gudgeon pin in place, because if the gudgeon pin was allowed to float, move side to side, it would scrape on the side of the cylinder walls and cause untold damage. And those fit in a little groove in the side of the piston. There we are. I can now push the gudgeon pin all the way in and fit the other circlip. Right, that is now in place. Then we can fit our barrel, but again, I'm going to use plenty of lubricant. So in goes the piston, and then I've got my first ring to compress. In goes the first one. There we go, right. Phew, that was a little bit more of a struggle than I was expecting, but then we can slide our barrel in and home. And there we have it. Bore, piston, everything in place. I just have to do that for the other side now.